Hello, everybody. You are about to watch the first alpha test episode of Digimon Tamers, the Digimon tabletop RPG that I'm working on. I am joined by Drac from twitch.tv/Dracuzod. I am joined by Yama from twitch.tv/Yamanakaze. And I'm joined by BP from youtube.com/@BPGaming90. This was a lot of fun. There is a lot of time that I might have to cut because we go on a lot of Digimon rants, talking about the series and such. And while it's hilarious, it definitely could pull things a bit out of focus. So there might be some weird jump cuts every so often. I promise that's just me removing about an hour's worth of conversation. But I hope you enjoy it. There have been some things that have been updated since this playtest. We did jump through the character creation off the recording. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Without further ado, here we go. Now, the day does start as it would normally, and I will have each of you walk through what a typical day for your character may look like. But there's one very important detail. And that is that each of you, upon waking up, will get a notification on your phone that just says, "Come to the computer lab, room 386 by 4 p.m." It does not
Okay.
have a sender, and even the number that it's coming from seems peculiar.
All right. So
So we're going to start with Drac. Why don't you walk us through a day in Derek's life up until the point of going to the computer room?
okay. So first off, sleeping in. Very much not sitting here and getting up on time, sleep through alarms, completely oblivious to the world, waking up late, rushing around, getting like barely shoving some breakfast in his mouth, getting like throwing on yesterday's clothes and just running to class, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Going like getting to the college. Um, people since I am like will be on the sports team, semi popular, not like super popular, not like the star or anything like that, but it's decently known to where will sit here and like say hi, wave, whatever else. And then just typical day going through class, not really paying attention, either thinking about what's going to be happening on the sports field later, or sitting there and just looking at my phone, or thinking about what I'm going to do when I get home, which of course whenever I'm home not doing other things, I will be playing Digimon.
Fair. All right.
So typical day, and then go into the computer lab at 4 p.m.
Wait, so we know about Digimon?
Yes. So
Yeah.
Digimon
Okay.
is, it is as prevalent as it is within our world, where you have the games, the anime, the card games, what have you, V-Pets if you've got interest in them.
Got it.
As actual creatures, they are non-existent, basically.
Got it.
I will say that with my character, his knowledge, since he's not like the computer whizzy type, his knowledge is semi limited when it comes to Digimon. Like he has his favorites and he has watched the shows, barely went into the games, so he's not going to have like extensive knowledge on a lot of things Digimon.
Sounds good.
The blue one.
I really like that Vmon's like he's just got that factor. I don't know what it is, but he's got it. Yamano, why don't you give us your character's name and walk us through a summary of your character's day leading at least up to the computer room.
I'm terrible at names, so I just went with George. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Nothing wrong with that. George is a valid name.
George.
I've got a friend named
Put your
George.
last name as Takei, and we'll just be like, oh my.
People would probably wake up, eat something, and review over any assignments and whatnot that have to be done. Go through various things, make sure hooks are sharp, flies are done. Get off to the classroom, go through all of that. Because let's be fair, everybody knows class is just that place that you go sit in with a room of other people that you pretend to listen to somebody.
Can confirm that's how I went through college.
So the sheltered genius that is just not paying attention and staying away from people. Got it.
And then after them classes, that's when you'll rush over to the, well, maybe not rush, but you'll head over to the computer lab.
Oh, yeah.
In that introverted way of like, anybody there?
Are you gonna be the type that shows up like 30 minutes early, or are you gonna show up like right on time? Because I'm probably gonna be like 5 minutes late, as I should be.
If I was gonna be early, there'd be a reason. Otherwise, it'd just be on time. It's like,
It's weird. I'm just gonna show up on time. They don't need me to be early. It's fine.
All right.
Exactly.
And then BP.
Well, I'm of course waking up late as well. I'm not a morning person, but I go ahead, get a nice, good stretch, a good breakfast at 2 in the afternoon.
God, you have just missed
man
all
works his-
morning classes at this
Man
point.
works his overnight shifts. He's got to sleep in a bit.
All morning classes have been skipped.
I just did my work ahead of time and left it in the classroom, assuming they would look at it.
Got to an English teacher looking at computer work like, what the hell is this? What?
Don't worry about it, miss.
Oops.
Yeah, but basically just going ahead. Oh, I see the message. I'm like, oh, I was heading there anyways because I wanted to do 100% on something on one of the video games that I'm going into the computer lab to play since I have so much spare time. I go in there, I turn it on. I'm early, but I don't care because I know I'm gonna be in there anyways, just grinding away.
All right. So you get there and you start grinding away on a game, and
yeah, like in the back corner of the room.
4 o'clock hits. Yamano, does George just walk in? Does he knock?
He just don't walk in.
All right, we got some rude people in here. All right,
It's the computer lab at the school. It's the computer lab at the school. Who knocks? Just kick the door in.
That sounds like something I would do. It's like, hello.
So I've been in the college computer groups. I know how this works. You just walk in unless you're being an ass. You don't bother nobody.
So George, you walk in. You notice. I don't know if I heard you say the name of your character, BP.
Oh, Jace.
Jace. Nice.
Jace Diesels.
So you see Jace in the corner. So just as a quick, do you two think you'd have had run-ins where you might know each other a little bit more personally, or just have seen each other around?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
I don't know how y'all would have been like met though, considering that BP don't roll out of bed until the sharpness of 2 o'clock.
BP's like, I get up at the crack of some point in the afternoon.
I mean, it's only right, you know.
Look, you're basically explaining my college life. You wake up at 2 o'clock, you go into the school, you don't actually go to class, you just hand in your work. That's all I did.
Yep.
I wish mine was that easy. Mine was 90% wake up the crack of freaking dawn, get out to the bus and ride out there, then walk 2 miles or walk a mile to the fucking college.
Oh god.
My college was a scam anyway. It's okay. Anyway, so George, you get in there. You notice Jace is sitting in a back corner, just kind of like locked in on. You can tell some kind of game.
I just side eye, you know, like give a quick little side eye, head nod, and right back on the game.
Turn left.
What was that? You were a little bit muffled.
Sorry, I said I'm gonna look at him and say turn left.
Well, damn.
It's a
Oh,
faster
God.
route.
I'll pretend not to notice.
Let's be honest. You're so fucking hyper focused. You probably didn't even notice if you
Yeah,
opened
of
his mouth.
And George, as you choose to get settled in wherever you do, that is where Derek will enter the scene.
Oh, I just throw the door open, and I, without any tact whatsoever, I was like, "Hey, who sent me this weird message? Supposed to be here at 4. What are y'all doing here?"
Your message to be here at 4.
Wait, it's 4
Oh, so
already?
y'all didn't send the message? I thought
Yeah,
they would
there's
already be
some
here.
form of faculty because someone or something is responsible for some problem.
Why would there was a message? It was a number I didn't even know who sent it to. I thought we would have faculty numbers on file at this point. This is weird.
Do you know which file to look to see which number would have been come from?
Hey, hold. First off, what are y'all's names? I know I've seen y'all around before, but let's get introductions out of the way. My name's Derek, and I don't know what's going on right now. Go ahead.
Hold on, let me pause this real quick.
Yeah, get your nose out of that game. What are you doing?
You said Jarek?
Yes, Derek.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Oh, Jace, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Jace. What about you over there in the corner?
George. Still no idea what's going on. Again,
Sure.
assume some form of faculty has called us here to berate and or explain some form of punishment and or accuse us of something.
Why would they bring us to the computer lab to punish us? You would think they'd take us to detention or something.
It's college.
I am intimately aware with where detention is, by the way.
As Derek mentions, like, why would they punish us here? All of the computers begin to flash with bright lights, including the computer you were using, Jace. Your game is no longer visible.
I am
Jace, what did
practically
you
breaking
do?
down at almost beating it. I'm at 99%, and I'm just breaking down, yelling.
Jace, what did you do? You're the only one touching the computers. I've been over here. I didn't touch nothing.
I'm just frantically like, I spent 200 hours.
It's no one cares about what's going on in your game right now. What did you do?
I didn't do crap. What is this? Why?
You're the one who touched it. You were there. What did you do? You obviously had something to do with this. George, go ahead. Go ahead. See what's going on.
With which one? They're
All
flashing.
of them. All of them. The closest one. Pick a seat.
George, as they're both kind of like raising their voices, with Jace freaking out about his game and Drac just like or Derek just like figure it out. You look at the screen in front of you, and it says link established. And as you notice that, there's a brighter flash that washes over everybody's vision. For a moment, you just see white, and then a kaleidoscope of colors whizzes past you.
What is happening?
Either we're being abducted or somebody hit us with the worst psychedelic trip ever.
Oh, I'm just spinning the table right now just to get like that visual effect.
And soon enough, the light is so bright that you can't help but close your eyes. It's starting to be blindingly painful. And as soon as your eyes shut, beneath you you feel grass. The soft blades of grass, as if you are laying in a field.
All right, well, I for whatever reason landed on my head, and I'm just like legs are sprawled out in the air, and I'm just laying on like my head's just like my arms sprawled out, and I'm just like, oh, where are we? What happened? How did we get outside?
I don't know. We're on that thing that Chase doesn't touch.
5 more minutes.
Jason,
This
touch
feels
the
so
grass.
good.
What was your name, JC? Get up. Where are we?
Hey.
Where are we at right now?
Looking around, the first thing you notice is you are in a grass field of some kind. There are telephone poles running across this field. On one side of it, you see a dense thicket of trees, spanning as far as you can tell. And if you turn away from those trees, you notice a fairly large town off in the distance, with buildings that seem to be a mishmash of Japanese pagoda, mobile homes, convenience stores, and even a skyscraper. The next thing you notice is that each of you nearby has a D-Arc, as well as your chosen Digimon partner, currently asleep in the grass.
I go to grab my. I don't notice the Digimon yet. I grab the thing. I was like, oh, hey, look. It looks like it's a fancy device and it's in my color. Nice.
I'm pretty
Just-
sure I'm looking around everywhere on the floor to see if if my cell phone fell and I can't find it, and then I run into that D-Arc. And I guess you said the baby version, right?
No, you have the rookie in front of you.
Oh, the rookie.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
They are just asleep on the grass.
Okay.
Somehow Candlemon has not started a fire.
Got it. That makes complete sense. I got you.
Look up from my D-Arc after like fastening it to my side, trying to look all fashionable, and then see my Vmon, and I'm just like, whoa, shit!
Get louder. I think you might get its attention.
That exclamation would be loud enough to wake up the Vmon. Now, within Digimon Tamers, the tabletop, you do have full control over your Digimon. For simplicity, a lot of roleplay conversations generally get summarized if it's just between you and your Digimon. But feel free to interact or to do your first interactions.
Okay, so
You guys want to go first? Go ahead.
Vmon groggily rubs his eyes, looks up and sees me. It's like just staring at me, like blinking his eyes, just staring at me. He's like, oh, you're here, you're finally here, and then just starts jumping around me. Just jumping around, hopping around. It's like, hello, my name's Vmon. Nice to meet you, Derek. I'm like, how do you know my name? What was happening?
Alright, so we know what's happening between Derek and Vmon. What is going on between George and Gaburimon?
Pick up the device, look at it, go, this is an interesting contraption. And proceed to broad double Digimon. No, wait. So, what's going on here? Which is just going to wake it up, and then it's going to proceed to do the typical goblin dance around you, and it's like, all right, yes, here.
Typical Goblimon fashion.
And then we have Jace and Candlemon.
So after I pick up the D-Arc, I see just a splooge of white stuff on the floor. And a little fire at the tip of it, and I'm just like, is that edible? So I try to go ahead and lick it.
Oh.
And Candlemon just wakes up and is terrified because I'm trying to eat it. So I'm there chasing it, trying to see if he's edible enough to eat because I'm hungry after gaming for so long. So then he's trying to explain to me while I'm chasing him that he's my partner. And then I just come to the realization, oh, I guess we could be friends.
Vmon just looks over there. It's like, that's not something to eat. That's a candle. Candlemon. That's not, you don't eat that. That's not edible. I turn over there. I'm like, wait a minute. Whose first instinct? I know I'm not exactly smart, but whose first instinct is it to eat something you have no idea what it is?
It's called experimentation, all right?
Experimentation,
And it's not the
you
first
say.
time I've ate wax before.
I don't need, okay, that's a story for another day. We'll get into that at some point.
I mean, he looked like cake batter. What do you expect me to do?
Cake batter, okay. Even on top of cakes, there are candles, JC.
Exactly.
What are you doing?
So as you both are having this discussion, from within the forest, you start to hear a loud buzzing noise rapidly approaching.
Oh, is that your stomach too, JC?
No, I got a couple of licks in, so I shouldn't be that hungry.
Did it even taste good? Why would you do that?
I mean, it wasn't the most edible, but you don't mind, right, Candlemon? And obviously, as my partner, he obliges.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't even be surprised if Candlemon tried to light you on fire. I'm just be glad that's your partner, not a random Candlemon. We would see cooked Jace over there at this point.
So coming
No, but
out
what
of
is
the,
that buzzing?
coming
Yeah,
out of
go
the
ahead.
forest, as you ask that, two Tentomon jump out of the forest, looking ready to fight. I realize how big I made this map, so we're gonna just size up a little bit.
Where should we be at?
Well, keep yourselves in like a small... Oh, is this as big as they get? Nope, there we go. Keep yourselves in like a small area. Feel free to size up so that you
gotta
take
be
up
like right. You gotta be like right on top of Candlemon since you're actively fucking licking him. Oh! Whoa!
Okay.
I keep forgetting that I should never control Z when I play this.
Okay. I was about to say, like, did my whole thing just bork on me?
Yeah, the
Oh,
undo
no.
literally reverses time. It doesn't just undo whatever the board state was. All right. So we are going to start with your first combat situation. What you are going to be doing is you are going to be rolling your initiative. And you're going to be letting me know what you get. All checks in Digimon Tamers are made using 2d8. There are some situations that will give you something called a Bane or a Boon. Bane gives you additional d8s. Boon gives you less d8s. If you roll an 8 on any of your dice, you roll it again and add it to your total.
Ooh, got an 8. Let's go. Rolling another one.
You said we got to roll 2, right?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Let me move this out of the way.
And we add our initiative plus, right?
Yes.
All right, so
Ooh, 8, 6,
16.
and I got 15.
And Joanna, what did you get?
I'm fixing where I had these.
No worries.
Oh wait, we
Numbers
added
wrong.
to the tamer or we added to the Digimon?
You're going to use whichever is your highest initiative.
Oh, okay. So I'm 18. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm doing horrible right now. 17.
Oh,
7.
My fault.
then mine would be. Pretty sure it's still that. Yeah, okay. Yes, so that's the same number. So yeah, 16.
All right.
And the higher of these is 3, so 12.
Actually, let me fix that. Minus 15 because I didn't correct it on my. I'm looking at my paper sheet and I didn't correct it there. So okay,
You
there
said
we
you
go.
used the higher
15.
between the tamer or the Digimon, right?
What was that?
You said you used the higher between the tamer and the Digimon for
Yep.
initiative.
Because whichever,
Unless I got-
because of the fact that in turn order you share a turn, so it's just better to just use whoever has the higher initiative.
Alright, so
Yeah,
total 12.
my Vmon's speed and brains ain't great. It's fine. Other things are better.
All right. BP, what is your bonus to initiative?
Bonus to initiative is 3 on the tamer.
Okay. All right. So these Tentomon burst out of the forest and they look like they are ready to fight. So BP, you are going to have the first turn because your initiative is higher than the Tentomon. Let's see. I'm just gonna pull out a pink and a purple marker, so I can mark which one's which, for the sake of my sanity. So on your turn, during combat, you will have 4 actions to split between you and your Digimon. The actions are shown on the one of the little handouts I have for you. If you are moving less than half of your total speed, so like let's say you have a 10-foot movement, if you only move 5 feet, which I'm just gonna real quick, because I'm gonna size everyone up a little bit to make things a little simpler. If you only move 5 feet, it does not take up an action.
Okay. All right. So, what I'm going to do as myself, I'm smarter than I would assume other people, because instead of going this way, I'm gonna run this way. Because I love my life.
Not bad, not bad.
Jace, are you running? Where are you going?
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that should be 35. So a full movement away from those Tentomon.
Okay.
And that's one action. And I'm pretty sure my Candlemon is like, he's smart enough to know that he can beat them easily, since he has advantage. So I would say he moves within 10 feet of this one right here.
Okay.
So that would be, I think, his full movement. Let me just see real quick. Yeah, that's his full movement and attack with bonfire.
All
on
right. So with bonfire, you are going to be rolling 3d8 because you do have advantage against Tentomon.
Gongi.
Okay.
This one Gongi. Yeah.
So that is 20.
All right, a 20 will hit because they are going to be blocking. You're also going to generate an advantage. So you get to do one of the... By the way, did you roll any 8s? You did, so you also get to re-roll that 8 and add that to your total. Because for every 10 that you buy or that you get past, you get another advantage.
So every 10 I get past...
Past
Well, for
whatever their defense is. In this case, it is a 6. So at 16, you get an advantage. At 26, you get an advantage. 36, etc.
So I'll go for a damage buff.
Yep. Well, so roll this one first because you can still end up getting an additional advantage.
All right. So that one was a 5.
Yep. So you had a 6, 12. That was initially that. So 20, and then
plus the 5.
so 25, and then what is Candlemon's brains? So you do have a 26, so you actually get 2 advantages off of this.
Okay.
So you can do both of them into that
I'll-
damage. So you'll roll 2d8 plus your damage.
I'll do unexpected advantage, so I get a boon for the next check within
Alright.
the next minute. And the other one will be the damage buff that I said earlier.
Sounds good.
So for this, it would be rolling one of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So
A 1. A 1, 2 plus the, let me see, plus the bonfire damage, right?
Yep. Which gets your brains added to, or your spirit added to it.
All right, so it'll be a 6 damage.
It's 7 because your spirit, or because Candlemon's spirit's a +2.
It's a +2.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, my fault. Yeah.
Nah, you're
sorry.
good. You're good. So yeah, so it's 7 damage to that Tentomon, and that is to the pink one.
And
Alright.
he's gonna just go like he's just coughing up on a real nasty like just mucus in his mouth, but instead it comes out of his head.
And that is 3 of your turn, so you do still have one more action you can spend.
Oh, and the next action he'll guard.
So guarding is a full action.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's
guarding
full
is something you would do for the full turn. You can attack again. If you have the stamina points, you can attack again. So bonfire takes 2 stamina points.
I can't full move speed twice, right?
No, you could.
I can only. Oh, I could.
Yeah,
Okay,
the only
so
the only
I'll-
movement restriction is if you do the half move, you can't move anymore.
Okay, so I'll just go ahead and move back another 10 feet, which should be here.
All right, sounds
Like 4 squares is 5, right?
yeah, because it's a single tile.
Yeah.
So
So I'll move back just 2 tiles, so that should be 10.
perfect.
All right, and I'll end my turn there.
All right, and with that, purple gets to go. Let's see. I'm gonna kind of okay. So purple is going to move over to here to try and attack the Vmon. Does not see Derek as a threat.
Fair enough. I think the only time I've ever seen a tamer do damage is fucking Marcus and Data Squad.
So as the Tentomon runs up to the Vmon, it lets out a charge of electricity. So when defending, you get to determine if you are going to be blocking or evading. That just basically determines how hard it is to hit your Digimon or you. Since block is based on endurance, where evade is based off of speed. So, Drac, how is Vmon going to be defending against the Super Shocker?
Definitely blocking, considering his speed's a 1. He ain't evading shit.
That is fair. You probably successfully block, actually, as I have rolled a total of 6 to hit with a Super Shocker.
Gotcha. Do I need to roll anything, or is it just
Nope.
based off of what number I have?
It's just whatever that number you have is the difficulty.
Vmon just gets shocked a little bit. It just like sizzles his arms just a tiny bit. It's like, you can do better than that.
The Tentomon seems to take that as a challenge as it uses its final action to attempt to claw. Smash probably that. Well, this is probably going to hit because so far we are at a 10. We have a 13 against the Vmon to just slash him.
Seems I might have spoke a little bit too soon.
So that will be 6 damage as the Tentomon slams its like talon-like appendage into Vmon.
Vmon, you can't be egging these things on. Come on.
Well, with that, it is your turn.
All right, 6 damage. All right, that is a gouge and a half. All right.
Oh yeah, that.
So, well, good enough. The Tentomon decided to get in V headbutt range, so I'm happy about that.
We love to hear it.
I'm just watching after Vmon takes that hit, just plants his feet and just launches a V headbutt right to the center mass of that Tentomon. All right, so 2. Let's roll that. That's not so great.
So it's the die plus your strength modifier.
+1.
So you got an 8.
That's an 8.
Nice.
The Tentomon immediately throws up its arms to block, but Vmon is able to actually just power into it.
Ooh.
So how much damage? What is the damage rating on V headbutt?
7 damage.
All right, and then plus the strength modifier.
+1, so that's 8.
All right, so there's 8 damage to that Tentomon, and you still have 3 actions between you and Vmon.
And that took a stamina, right?
Yes, I believe V headbutt just uses the 1.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna just cheer like, yeah, you got him, Vmon, do it again. It's just gonna plant and just throw his head. Just take his forehead and just go right at that Tentomon again. And that is a 12 with my plus.
That also will hit. The Tentomon, realizing maybe I shouldn't sit here, goes to jump out of the way, and it's still full center contact.
Another 8 damage. Smacked right in that Tentomon.
That Tentomon is definitely not doing well. It starts to look, as Digimon often do in the show when they're heavily damaged, it's starting to like buzz out, almost fading. Slowly turning to Data.
I'm just gonna like, since I'm standing beside Vmon while they're doing this, I'm just gonna like clap him on the back. Like, good job, do it again. Do it again. If he's gonna go down, keep throwing your head at it. I guess that's our new motto.
Keep throwing your head
And-
at it. God damn it.
That's a 10.
Who says that?
So Vemon plants his little legs and goes, "You got it!" And just boom, full V headbutts into this Tentomon, which just shatters into like the little triangular shapes before just dissipating into data.
I just sit there after seeing that. I just do a whole fucking like jump and like arm pump. It's like, yeah, that's what you get for messing with my Vmon. Good job.
All right.
And I get one more action.
You know, you've got one more action.
Vmon, if you did it once, you can do it again. Charge at that charge at the other Tentomon, make them regret ever trying to come after us. You can only move 5 though, so is that one space?
Yeah. Vemon,
He's
yeah.
like, ooh, I'm a little woozy after hitting so many times. Let me just walk over here.
Give me a minute, I'll get there.
So I gotta shake that off a little bit.
That's hilarious.
All
Hit
right.
hard, but I only move really slow.
They don't get in melee distance. Don't get right up against me. You'll regret it.
This Tentomon is going to charge at Candlemon because it's actually hit it. So as it runs towards you, it is going to go for Super Shocker.
Alright.
So are you choosing to block or evade?
I mean, it's basically the same thing, so I'll just evade.
All right. Candlemon is able to jump just above the electricity as it just singes a bit of the grass. The Tentomon missing oh so badly with a 5.
Can Candlemon like use its body in like a liquid-esque thing to just like, or is it just literally just that wax and it can't really move from that general shape?
It is meant to be like actual candle wax, but there is the situation in Frontier where one of them has a mustache. So I assume there's a little bit of shapeability to the wax.
Interesting. It'd be funny just to see Candlemon just like do that fucking Looney Tunes just lean where it just goes through his center mass.
And as the Tentomon swings forward its Talon Claw, I have rolled a total of 4.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Oh, I'm sorry, no, I
Wait.
rolled a total of 3, so it doesn't do anything.
Alright. Wait,
Um,
did you already attack twice or once?
He attempted 2 attacks. He used his Super Shocker.
Alright,
Yep.
and that hit or no?
No, none of those hit.
Okay, okay.
He can technically go for the Talon attack again. But at this point, he's gonna be smart. And just...
Like, this ain't working out. I gotta go back.
I am... You know what I actually just realized too? I should have been rolling those at Bane, so even worse.
Yeah, that
Oh,
definitely
man.
wouldn't have hit. Definitely wouldn't have hit. That was yeah.
Hurt
All right.
himself, trying to hurt me.
That Tentomon has decided, I'm leaving. Yamano, it's George and Gaburimon's turn.
Yeah, where you going, Tentomon? What you running for?
That thing's so far away.
Oh, you got good speed.
What is your speed? Oh my god. Way better than my 5 feet Vmon.
How do diagonals count?
I just count him as a single space, so just 5 feet. I've done complicated diagonal rules and they just get annoying.
Fair enough.
So that's more than 2, so that has to be.
Yeah,
When we're hitting something, do we have to be in a cardinal direction, or can we hit them from diagonal?
Diagonal's fine.
Okay.
I was going to say, as long as you are in the box around it.
Bet.
So it's 2, and then the third for a Bane, right?
Yeah, so it'd be 2d8, and then let's see, Tentamon is vaccine, Guburimon
Is virus.
So at that point, so you're actually only rolling 1d8 to hit. Because the Bane is just removing a d8.
Remove 1? Okay.
Yeah, because you're virus and Tentomon's a vaccine.
Yep.
And Candlemon's data, and Vmon's just free. That's the one thing about the Vmon line. Doesn't have any resistances or pluses. It's just neutral.
That would be a 6 with the clubs, with the Gaburi strike.
So that will hit because of the fact it wasn't ready for the Gaburimon, so it turns to block itself, and that connects to it. So what is the damage on it?
6, strength modifier +1, so 7. I believe it's halved. Up or down?
No, it's just the 7.
7?
I debated doing the half damage, double damage, and then I realized, like, that is
I'll probably hit that
devastating.
for no reason.
Because I don't know how much you've looked at, like, the champions and the ultimates, but just looking at, say, like, Garurumon, base evolution, that means that Freeze Fang would be doing 16, so that'd be 32 damage to a virus type Digimon.
That is.
That's a lot.
That's enough to one-shot a lot of things.
And that is why I was like, you know what? We're gonna make it the Bane and the Boon, because that can get out of hand.
Yeah.
Like I
Probably a good call.
yeah.
Even with that boon, I still didn't do as much damage as I thought I would with the advantage.
Yeah, because the advantage just gives you the 1d8, but you
Yeah.
can stack that. So, like, if you had done the 2, you could have rolled, like, a second d8 and popped off a little bit more. And
So
the
that's
damage
7.
dice from the advantage do also explode, just like every other d8. So it can get insane.
Oh, so if you keep hitting 8s on that, you could just keep going.
Mhm.
That's crazy. Get super lucky, and you're just gonna absolutely one-shot something if you get lucky
That is a
enough.
6 on the hit
Nice.
That'll hit again.
for another 7.
All right. And as the Gaburimon brings the club down on the Tentomon, it just explodes into data.
Just jump up and cheer. Yeah! I grab Vmon by his hands, and we're just sitting there just dancing because we won.
Sad part is they're not an actual bug, so we got no protein out of that.
So
Sitting there just
My
dancing. Like,
my Candlemon's just yelling back at me, "Hey, come back!"
wait, don't leave.
first thing that happens, ran from the fucking bug.
So everybody's
You
going
see
to get
Jason
200
come back
bits.
to the group, and I'm just gonna look at him like, I guess you don't like bugs, huh?
Bugs are cool, but do you see the size of those?
I mean, fair, but Vmon just took care of that one, and I knew this. I knew Vmon could do it. Vmon's cool. This little guy's gonna do everything. I have full confidence. Just see Vmon just kind of blushing and just kind of like scratching his head. It's like, oh shucks.
So everybody's D arc pings as the fight ends, by the way.
Ooh.
All right.
As you look at it, the screen just reads 200 bits.
Alrighty.
So I have more memory in my brain.
I'm not entirely sure what this means. What are bits? But then again, would we if anyone played Digimon games, we would know
Yeah.
this, right?
Anyone who's got experience playing Digimon games would know. Your Digimon partners would also have an awareness of bits. Maybe not Vmon.
No, Vmon probably wouldn't. His brains are kind of bad. Currency is a foreign concept to Vmon. He just eats.
Bits.
Sorry,
That's
that's 200-bit or 100?
you get 200, 100 per rookie. Also,
Oh.
just so everyone knows, you're going to get for your Digimon a speed, or you're going to get 2 speed and 2 brains.
Oh, nice.
Hey, you get to move more than 5 feet.
I know, right? Just feels the power surging as I can move farther. There we go. Alrighty.
Yeah.
All right, you said 2 speed and 2 what?
And 2
Just need
brains.
2 brain.
2 brain. All right.
It's okay. Vmon and Goburimon operate on about the same level of brain cells.
Yeah, I think Vima might be just a little more eloquent, but yes, you're probably not wrong there. Fucking Gaburimon.
As you're
Yeah,
all
such a
realizing,
weird evolution line.
as you're all like seeing the bits notification, another Digimon seems to be poking its head out of the forest. It is a Lalamon.
Oh, great. Are we going to have to fight again? Come on out where we can sue you.
Okay. And it like very nervously steps out of the forest. Just, are the Tentomon gone?
Oh, so you're not.
So I'm assuming that is not multiple ones.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Alright. Getting back to this. We're
Yeah.
gonna keep
We got
getting
derailed- we got
we're gonna
derailed a
keep
little bit.
getting sidetracked.
Derailed for the
This
20th
is what
time.
happens when
That's
you
what
get Digimon
happens.
fans together. They don't do anything but talk about Digimon and
It
shit
would
on
be
Frontier.
like this. It would be like this for like I would say like if we ever started doing this as like a full campaign sort of thing, we would get it out after a few sessions, and then it would come up probably every once in a while, and just probably not do it as much.
Maybe.
That'd be like the first
But only because at that
one would
point
be like
we
character
know how we
creation.
each feel about it all.
Yeah, it's
It'd
like
be
we have
about
hashed
4
this
hours
out.
long, 3 of which is just us shitting on Frontier, and we're talking about various
or
Digimon.
Data Squad. There was All right then. Let's continue.
So Derek has run off towards Transistor. Lalamon has hung back a little bit with Jace and George, feeling a little more protected around people moving more its speed. Derek, as you get to Transistor, you are immediately stopped as two Palmon immediately are like holding up their hands like, hold on. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Wait, you said
I-
Jace or Derek?
Derek.
Derek, because I'm the one that gets there first.
Yeah, I was about to say like he was flying there.
We just like slide to a halt in front of the Palmon, and I scratch my head. I'm like, I look behind me and notice that nobody else is behind me. I just look at Vmon. I was like, we were with a group, and there was a Lalamon, and I don't know where they are now.
Wait, you were with a Lalamon?
Yeah, we got jumped by these two, I think like Tentomon. They were really big, like ladybug looking Digimon, and they attacked us and we won. And then Lalamon came out of the grass, and then we started to talk to Lalamon, and Lalamon said that she needed to be escorted, and then someone mentioned food, and now I'm here.
Okay, well, we're gonna need that Lalamon. We've been missing a Lalamon. You said they went to the forest?
I turn like start ignoring the Palmon, just turn around and just shout at the top of my voice like, "Hey, slowpokes, hurry up! Where you at?"
And I just shout back, "You need to slow down. We don't need to hurry up."
I heard there was going to be food. I look at Vmon. I was like, why are they? I thought we were going to be the slow ones here. What are they doing? Vmon just like just shrugs and starts shaking his head.
And I'm just there jogging out the woods.
That didn't even wind me. What are you doing?
You said food?
I look around. I was like, "Where's George with the little goblin man?"
I could have sworn he was right behind me.
It's like look towards the like tree lines, looking to wait for George to come out with Lalamon. 'Cause I'm guessing you sprinted ahead of Lalamon too, because I don't see her.
Oh, the thing that looked like a melon.
Okay, hold on. That was just definitely a flower. You need to get your eyes checked.
Listen, man, that just looks like a melon with a root.
I look at the Palmon, and the Palmon are just looking at us, like wondering when the fucking Lalamon's gonna get here. That's. I'm trying to definitely leaning into the Davis aspect.
Oh, I am enjoying this. So, George and the Lalamon do arrive, and as they get there, the Palmon looks at the Lalamon, just like, "We heard you were in the forest." I was like, "Yeah, I got chased in there." Wait, what? Pentamon? You know you're not supposed to even be near there. There's a Korosarimon in there. Go. You know where to go. Go home for now. Just. I guess they're with you, and the Lalamon goes, "Yep. I'm gonna bring them to Lilamon. They might be able to help."
Wait, I'm gonna ask Candlemon, does he know about Korisarimon? That sounds familiar to me. That I've heard that name before.
Yeah,
I'm aware.
At the same time, I'm like nudging Vmon while they're talking. I'm like leaning down. I was like, "Hey, what's a Korosarimon?" All I get from Vmon is he just leans back. I was like, "Bad Digimon, lots of arms."
Yeah, I think Candlemon will say the same, but more intellectually,
more
refined.
More refined than just lots of arms.
But yeah, how much would they know about it?
So they would know about Kurisarimon itself, the fact that Kurisarimon is a free type champion level Digimon that is quite dangerous to battle if you are unprepared. Something like a
Alright.
Lalamon would probably be murked on sight.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, with the fact that there's something like that out there, that was very irresponsible. I just look over at Lalamon. I was like, so there's this dangerous Digimon out in the forest, and you willingly went out there.
But it's not like I was just going out. I was trying to find food.
Is there? I turn around and look at the town. I look back at Lalamon. I was like, is there no food here? I thought there was food.
But there is, but like there's a food that I really like that grows near the forest.
What type of food do you like?
Yeah, what is this food?
Well, it's a specific type of berry. It's a conductive berry. It has a nice little like, you know, hold on, and like it's like reaching, like patting itself down, and it just produces like a bunch of these tiny yellow berries with black stripes on them. And goes, you want to try one?
I reach out and just grab one and pop it in my mouth.
I mean, I licked the
Which I'm
candle
guess-
earlier. I would have no shame in grabbing one.
I'm guessing this is not a good idea, but I do just, if food's offered, pop it in my mouth.
I'm just
So-
gonna hand what they got Burimon.
So the flavor is nice. The flavor is like sweet with a little kick of sour to it. The problem is that when you toss it into your mouth, the first sensation you get. Do you remember being a kid and being told that to test a 9-volt battery, you're supposed to stick it to your tongue?
Yeah.
You
Hair
get
just also go. Psst.
you get that sensation.
Oh, what a rush. Hey, Vmon, you gotta try one of these.
Lalamon hands
toss
one
it
to
in
the
my mouth,
Vmon.
so I'm good.
Vmon's like, I don't like these actually. You can keep it, Lalamon.
Okay. And it just eats it without a problem.
To be fair, I imagine Burimon's reaction is very similar. Is like,
I look back at the Palmon. I'm like, so this Kurisarimon, does it show up around here often, or is that just like it's in there somewhere, but you have no idea where it is?
They kind of look to each other and whisper for a moment before one of them turns and goes, yeah, it pops out every so often. Usually we're able to fend it off until it heads back into the forest. Maybe like once a week or two.
How? Okay, so wait, I'm sitting there. I'm just like, when was the last time that it showed up?
About 5 days ago.
You just see me like using my fingers like animatedly, just trying to like act like I'm trying to figure out the days and stuff. Just sitting
I
here just
wanna ask,
looking.
how the hell did they fend something like that off?
Well, we have some strong Digimon in the town. Just they're not big fighters, so they just rely on their natural strength. Like we have Togemon who runs the gym. Very tough Digimon, but not very forward punchy heavy, despite being a Togemon. We all find that a little bit weird. We have Lady Lilamon, but she is mostly a pacifist. We have a Kawagamon, but his exact words are "not my Edamon, not my circus."
That just makes me laugh while I'm looking at my fingers. I just like do a big chuckle and it just keeps counting.
so important question: how long is a week here?
7 days.
Good. So,
Okay, so if it was that long ago, I look over at Lalama. I was like, how much do you like? How many of these berries do you actually have?
Like 12.
And you really like these?
Yes.
Are you
I
like, trying to?
I look over at Jace. I look over at Jace and George. Like, all right, that settles it. We gotta go get her more berries.
Like mine, brother. Like mines. And I slip and fall.
Oh, you gotta be more careful there.
And then Candlemon's just trying to like hold me up. Like,
Oh my god.
I got it.
What do you think, George? Think we should go out and try and find some more of these berries for Lalamond? I mean, if she is so reckless that she's going to go out by herself when she can barely defend herself, I think we just need to go ahead and solve this for her.
I mean, it's not the worst idea. We're gonna have to consider food at some point ourselves.
Yeah. Plus, we kicked some ass earlier.
I mean, if you want food, I'm sure Lady Lilamon wouldn't mind giving you some of the meat that we grow.
Wait, you said
I have tasted these berries. I would like more.
Don't get me wrong. I'm more than happy if you're gonna get me more. I just, maybe you want something a little more filling.
I look at Vmon. I was like, "You want berries or meat, Vmon?" I was like, I like meat." I'm like, wrong answer.
Wrong answer. Starts walking towards the forest.
Vmon's like, "Why'd you ask me then?"
We're probably gonna need some of that meat later, but as you can see, I do not trust them off by themselves.
And I'm just there talking to Candlemon, telling him like, "What about berries with meat?"
Thinking
Truly,
about that would be
Jason's a
nice. If
visionary.
only I wasn't out of earshot at this point.
Hey, wait, hold up. There we go. And we're just both salivating at the mouth of the thought.
Just come on. And if we don't stop him, he's gonna walk into the woods.
Oh, I'm already trekking that way. And the
Yeah,
bad thing is, like, I have no idea I only know what the berries look like. I have no idea what I'm looking for, what bushes they grow on, trees, anything. I'm just like charging off.
Exactly. So we're gonna go that way so that he doesn't wander into the woods.
I mean, that's very like hasty and like zero thought into it. But me being smarter, I'll at least look at how the berry looks to see what it might drop from. Is there any like clues?
Probably just ask Wallavan.
I like figuring things out on my own.
That's
Go
fair.
ahead and roll me a brains check. So you're gonna roll the 2d8 and add your brains modifier.
2d8, you said?
Yep.
All right. Damn it. All right. 2d8.
Oh,
Shit.
one fell in back there. Oh, and now they're in there.
All right. Oh, damn it.
That's fine. Just pick it up and put it back down immediately.
There we go. All right, so that's a 10 plus 2. So that's 12.
12.
All right. So with your 12, you're able. So before I answer this, I'm gonna ask. So how familiar with Digimon is Jace? Is it passing, not at all, or somewhat?
Somewhat. Used to play it when I was younger, but haven't played it in a few years.
So we gotta knock them cobwebs loose is what's happening.
Yeah. like things will start rushing back, but not as, knowledgeable on more recent things.
All right. So right off the bat, these very much are reminiscent of cherries in appearance. So right off the bat, you're just kind of like, maybe we got to find some specific bushes that these are growing in. And then you're kind of examining it and you're thinking of like that like zappy feeling you got. And looking at this pattern, you're slightly reminiscent of a fairly well-known Digimon, Kunamon.
Oh, you said Kunamon?
Kunamon,
The Kuna God himself.
Oh, yes.
the unit.
The absolute unit.
The amount of times in Survive where like Kunamon popped on screen, made his noise, I was like, oh, this, and then it's like, oh, Kunamon saying this, and I'm like, oh god, I can actually understand him. Oh no. I'm too good at this.
So, taking that knowledge, I'm gonna call them Kunaberries.
Okay.
Kuna Bear. Oh, I love it. You're gonna have to tell me that.
Hey, I probably know where these Kunaberries are from,
That's
and I
weird.
fell
still-
again.
Did you catch up to me? Because this entire conversation I've been stomping off. Have you caught up to me?
Well, I'm like shouting it from a few feet back. Like, hey, I think I know where this is from.
I stop. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know where they are. What'd you find out? I just turn around.
No, that they come from these bushes and they're around some like worm-like creature that's called Kunamon.
Kunamon, got you. Little yellow, like caterpillar-looking thing.
Yeah, ugly as hell.
I sit here and put my hands on my waist and just look at it. I was like, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't make fun of him.
At least wait till you're face to face with him.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't worry, I'll be like right here.
I just look at Jay. I just roll my eyes, and I'm like, "All right, JC, George, let's go." And I just start charging back into the forest.
I'm just gonna follow. It's like you're not going into the actual forest. I said near.
Y'all gotta correct me because I'm a one-track mind.
Wait, so who's gonna redirect him? Is it gonna be me or you? Because I'm not really too sure about like nature and forests and stuff because I don't touch grass.
That's hilarious. I love that.
If it makes you feel better, it's not real grass.
It counts.
It's as grass as the grass in the games you play.
And I'll just be like, why does it feel so real then?
Because you're in the game.
Valid point.
I'm still just y'all are like sitting here talking. I'm like probably this
I'm
distance for
following.
y'all talking.
I'm just like, it's like he's gonna walk into the woods. I know this. We're gonna try to steer him away from the trees.
Okay, so they steer me away from the trees, but we're still looking for these berries.
Is there like anything around us specifically? Like, is there like a pathway or bushes? What's around us right now?
So
After
there's-
we've gone for like a good 5 minutes into the woods.
So there's not really any paths. There are, as I said, there are obviously thickets of trees. There are the odd bushes and such, none of which seem to have these berries right away. I am going to have everyone roll me a brains check, and remember, Yamano, that you took the survivalist skill, so you do have bonuses on this.
See, I'm going to fail this spectacularly. Just watch.
You're gonna get a -2.
I mean, is that a brains check? Yeah, that's a wait. Hold on. I should have a +1 now. No, that's a 0. Never mind. It is a 0.
I've got a 14.
I have a 8.
I heard someone say a 15,
No, I said 14.
14.
11. Brains modifier is 2, so 13.
All right. So-
Make sure I read this right. I'm double checking the survivalist to make sure I understand it right.
Able to brain check.
Oh
to
wait,
locate
does the rolling the 8 count with this,
Yep.
or?
Every time you roll the 8, you roll another d8.
Oh, okay,
No, so roll another one then.
got it. Oh my god!
Oh my
You-
god.
you
Okay,
saw
another
that.
one.
I didn't do nothing.
I saw
I
it.
saw
Roll it
that.
again.
That's good. Do it again. Do it again.
If this was an attack, this would be ridiculously funny.
Oh my.
God.
Okay. All right. Add it all together. What do you get?
15 plus 14, 29.
All
God
right.
damn.
All
So
right.
the
you just
shut does
hand me a
the
map.
genius shut in somehow is gonna find this food. This is crazy.
So you are venturing in a little bit, and it's at this point you start hearing like little staticky noises that are getting further and further away, even though you're walking in the direction of them. And not long after, you come across a bush that probably has another 50 to 60 of these berries in it.
Oh, we hit the jackpot. To see me and
Wait.
Vimon just charge over to the bush.
Wait, do we have any sort of bag at all? Because I know we're not gonna be able to carry all of these.
I mean, I'll say that because you were all going to like college, you if you had a school bag, you would have that. However, I will also
Yeah.
say Candlemon would also be able to bring up that the D-Arc is able to store items such as food in it.
Oh, that I look at the device. That's handy.
Yeah, after we fill up our arms full of it, I guess he'll tell us, hey, you could just store it in here.
I just try to grab as many as possible in my arms, and then realize that we could just store it in our damn D-Arc.
Yeah, just hold the D-Arc up to each berry and just store it.
Candlemon, how do we put them in here? How do we put them in our D-Arc? You just like tell it to go in there? Do we drop them on it? What do we do?
Yeah, speak up.
Something along the lines of hold it, point it at the thing, and say store.
That does wind up working.
Oh. All right. Well, glad to hear
Right.
it. Just do that. Store all the berries.
Me taking
What
it
else can-
literal, I go to each and every single one, say store, 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 store.
I look at you. I'm like, you're supposed to have the brains of the outfit. I look at it after we get done storing the berries. I look at my DR. I say, anything else this doohickey can do?
Wait, how many berries did we get from all of that, though?
I
Oh,
will say
I-
you got a total of 56 berries.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's gonna
Split
hold
between
them?
us,
Actually,
or- Wait, 56 each or 56 split
Total.
between us? Total?
total.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna elect the survivalist to actually hold these.
Yep. I don't mind.
go ahead, George. You can have all of them.
I'm a sneak in a good like 4 just to have as a snack.
Okay, so 52 then, since old greedy over here wants to take some. I look over after we gather all the bears, just high five Vima. I was like, yeah, let's get going. And, I'm with you, boss. And we're just running back towards the town.
As you like high five the Vmon with that, you begin to hear like the forest ruffling as there seems to be a lot of movement not far away.
You hear that? There's a
Okay.
chance for you to headbutt something.
I stop. I'm like, I looked at Vima. I was like, we might need your forehead again.
Now,
He just looks up at me. Is like, okay, first of all,
your Digimon all have a bit of a sense of worry.
okay. I will start like looking around, trying to see like figure out where they're coming from.
So it's coming from deeper in the forest.
What direction from us?
So like, let's say, so with where you guys are, you came from this direction back here. Haven't had a chance to just run back yet. The noise is coming from like this direction.
Okay. Do we have so if our Digimon are visibly alarmed, I'm guessing we have to worry.
Probably a good
Yeah.
All
idea.
right, good enough for me, Vmon. Let's run. Let's run to the town. We just take off running.
I think this is the opportune time to say GTFO.
Time to go. And grab Vmon, start running back towards the town.
Remember, guys, full tilt sprint.
Yep. I'm gonna follow the same way. I'm gonna start puddling.
Going that way. Going back towards the town.
All right, you all
How
I'm gonna try
fast
to
are
full
you?
sprint.
y'all
Someone is probably being left behind.
y'all full sprint back to Transistor, and like seeing the look on your face, the Palmer are like, are y'all, did you see the Kurosarimon?
I don't know what it
No.
was, but they got scared, so clearly that's the answer, is to full tilt run.
Yeah.
Smart.
The bushes started rustling. They didn't look too pleased. We booked it out of there. And now we're here. And we found plenty of those berries for Lalamon.
The
Now,
Lalamon
where's
peeks
your
his head out
meats?
and goes, berries?
Where's your meats?
Follow me! And the Lalamon just kind of like spins in place and starts heading into the town.
All right. Follow Lalamon. Do that animated like walk that they do, like swinging the arms and just stomping behind the Lalamon.
So walking into the town, there's a lot of tension in the air. It is clearly very a very heavy atmosphere as you're walking in. Lalamon is just kind of pointing out buildings. It's like, there's the store that Kawagamon runs, there's Togemon's gym, that house belongs to an Alramon, that little like taco stand right there is actually owned by, a Floramon. And finally, the Lalamon brings you to the largest of the pagoda-style buildings. And opening the door, there are a lot of other plant Digimon running around. Floramon, Palmon, and there's a single Lilamon that is directing them, who then, as the door is opened, goes, "Oh, thank you for visiting. Well, Lalamon!" And like full sprint, this Lilamon tackles the Lalamon.
I do that like that animated like jump with my arms up, like what's happening? What's going on?
Wait, we're talking about
Yeah,
Lilamon,
a
right?
little closer.
Yeah, Lilamon tackles Lalamon, which I think Lilamon is like double or triple Lalamon size.
It's like 2 or 3 times the size of the normal tamer.
Well, being that is the most human thing that's been around us. I'll be like, damn girl.
I look at Jace. I was like, I'll just sit there and be like, really, really.
Yeah, and I'll ask what's her name.
I shake my head. I'm just holding my. I'm
Hey,
actively
remember,
cringing.
I have no idea who this is because it's one of the newer ones. So it's human like. So
The thing is, my character has limited knowledge, but knows who this is and is cringing for what you're doing. But I'm not going to stop you. I'm just
Hey,
going to
I'm
let
not
this
saying I'm
train
down
wreck
bad.
happen. I'm just going to let this train wreck happen.
Yeah, I'll go up to her. Hey, who are you? How you got here?
I'm Lilamon. I run our local inn.
Oh wait, this is an inn?
Yes. We house any visitors that seem to be passing by, though we haven't had many recently.
I mean, if you got a big bug outside of your city or town, I mean, they're probably gone.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem.
Like gone. Like dead.
I walk up and push Jace out of the way. It's like, all right, enough of that. I just look at Lilamon. I was like, don't mind him. Anyways, so we got these berries for Lalamon because Lalamon really, really wanted them. So we went out and got some for her. I just direct over to the to our survivalist with all the berries in his D-Arc.
This dude right here.
The Lilamon looks over to you and goes, wait a minute. You went out for berries? And the
Yes.
Lalamon suddenly looks very guilty and I told you that you have to wait until I'm able to go with you. I've been worried sick about where you were.
I'm sensing a little tension. I'm like, well, you don't have to worry about that now because we have a whole bushel of them. Go ahead, George. Show them what they won.
Would be something to put them into.
I'm gonna move back like 5 feet because I've had this kind of feeling whenever my mom was mad at me. So I have a good feeling of what's about to happen.
I'm just oblivious to it. I'm just like trying to like disperse the like try to get the, you know, take the minds off of that. It's like, here's the good stuff. Here you go. You don't have to worry about it.
Well, I appreciate it very much. Tell you what, why don't you come in? We'll get you some food, give you a place to rest, and you know we can figure out what are humans doing in the digital world.
I was
You know where you
where we
are.
were at.
Food and
I was-
rest is a great start.
I was wondering where we were because we weren't here and we then all of a sudden we are. So we're about as clueless as you are.
Wait, how do you know what we are?
Well, I mean, there's tales of humans within the digital world. We know quite a bit about them. Well, some Digimon do. Not all of them are fully aware, but yeah, it's just something that we, you know, I personally have read a few books on humans.
I go up to Jason, like kind of like wrap my arm around his neck and pull him aside. And I was like, dude, if it ain't something you can tell by sight, that's a Digimon. That's not a person.
Well, I mean, I've seen weirder things in our world.
I'd sigh exaggeratedly and let go and just turn back towards them. I'm thinking to myself, I gotta keep a fucking eye on this guy.
Please,
sir, have you
come
seen
on
what?
in.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
We'll follow the Lilamon.
Lilamon leads you into a bit of a dining area where you are immediately given trays with some freshly cooked burgers, with some just with the general fixins all on the side, so you can pop your burger as you please. Um,
So anyway, make sure to include mustard for you draft.
Do not. Absolutely not. Me and Vimon just like throw our hands over like food, and then we just start digging in like Goku does, just stuffing our faces full of everything.
so you start devouring the food, and Lilamon looks at you all, and just I want to thank you again, not only for bringing Lalamon home, but also for bringing berries for the Lalamon. It's it as you can tell, it's a bit of a dangerous fixation for Lalamon.
My mouth is full. I'm just like, there's no problem at all. Just while eating.
And I just got like a couple of berries cooking over Candlemon's head while I'm eating. I'm just like, yeah, sure.
That is a very unique way of using your Digimon, but I'm here for it. I'm here for
Just
it.
whenever you get like a Marimon or a Flarizamon, it just starts roasting marshmallows over them.
At that point, though, Marimon is real, like the heat of a volcano. You just completely char it at that point.
What Demi Marimon is for.
That's fair. While sitting there and eating, is like, so how long has that Kurisarimon been attacking y'all?
So, as you asked that, the Lilamon looks a little uncomfortable and says, "Well, it's been attacking us for the last like 4 months."
4 months, you say? I'm just sitting there, just patting my belly. I am full now. Me and Vimon, our bellies are visibly, after you eat a big meal, you can see it visibly like engorged, just sitting there. I was like sitting there thinking, months. Like, why has no one tried to stop it? Surely there's someone that is powerful, like at least close to matching this thing around here, right?
Well, I could fight it, but I am a pacifist. I don't like to fight. I will if I must, but I also will strive to never take another Digimon's life.
With zero tact whatsoever, my character just looks at Lionel and is like, "Oh, so you're a coward that pats himself on the back."
The look on Lilamon's face is just... It's best described as the kind of face someone has when the only thought in their mind is the fucking audacity.
I'm just looking straight at Lilemon, and Vimon is just like mouth agape, just staring at me for like, what the fuck?
You may not see it the way that I do, but life is sacred, and even though a Digimon is reborn as a Digitama, it does not always have the same experience to it. An Agumon reborn as a Botamon does not remember all of its life as the Agumon. Some data is lost, some data is corrupted. I
stopped Lilemon. She's trying to just abruptly stand up. I was like, so with that in mind, you would rather your friends around you be turned into digi-eggs and lose their memory, then have that thing out there causing this destruction be turned into a digi-egg and possibly become a good Digimon later. That makes no sense to me. Like I'm the like me being all happy-go-lucky is gone. I have like a serious look on my face.
She starts to tear up a bit while looking up at you, and she's like,
Meanwhile, I'm trying to look for like a petal to give her as a tissue.
Why specifically a petal?
I mean, it's the same as paper, you know.
I'm still just staring at. I'm crossing my arms. Like I'm sitting here like I'm so like just wondering. Like this situation literally makes no sense to me. And I'm just crossing my arms, just looking at Lylon, just waiting for an explanation.
and like Lylon, her face is very emotional, and she seems like she's trying to think of something to say. And it's at this point where a Floramon jumps between you and the Lilamon and goes, "Well, you don't understand. You don't know why that Kurosarimon is even attacking. You don't know any of the circumstance here."
You're right. I don't. So tell us.
And the Floramon then looks absolutely what would be the word here? The Floramon goes from like standing up for Lilamon to shit. So, Drac, I am going to have you roll for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have you roll a spirit check.
All right. Rolling time. All right, that's 12 plus 2, so 14.
All right. So with your 14, the Lilamon places her hand on like the Floramon's head and goes, "The Kurosarimon was born in the village. Unfortunately, this, as you've probably gathered, is a town of plant Digimon. We've had a good relationship with the forest. The Mega Kabuterimon that rules over it was once a good friend of mine. However, the egg, when the Kuramon hatched, was seen as a bit of an omen. And despite many of us trying to normalize the Kuramon's existence, the others born in that hatchling pool were not kind to it. So,
So it was a bad egg.
it was a good egg. It was mistreated.
Bad circumstances.
And
Okay.
I tried very hard to mitigate as much as I could. Unfortunately, when it was a Karamon, a Palmon had taken it too far. And the Karamon left. I do not like the Kurosarimon attacking, and I fend it off as best I can, but it happened on my watch, so I cannot bring myself to kill it.
I'm sitting there looking, and just after listening to this story, I drop my arms and I'm just like looking down at the floor, and I just sigh. I'm like, okay, fair. However, if you can't do something about it, I guess that just means that we're going to have to. Because while you sit there and even though it happened on your watch and you let this happen, your friends are getting hurt because of it. And that's still not okay in my book. Something's got to be done. And if you won't do it, we will. Ain't that right? Come on, George. Jay's back me up here. We're going to do this.
I'm gonna look at George and ask him, you know how to track something like this down since you're so good with berries?
I look at Jace. I'm like, what is it? Okay, how does tracking food mean you know how to track a Digimon? I want to know the thought process behind this.
Hey, he seems to be good outdoors. I'm not.
I sigh. I like, George, what are our chances?
Considering who our partners here were absolutely terrified, I'm going to assume that it's at least strong enough to put fear into them. So we should consider training if we're going to take any kind of action against it.
And a light bulb just goes off in my head. I was like, we passed a gym. Vmon, get ready to bulk. And Vmon just looks at me and just like does like a flex. He's like, all right.
And I'm looking at Candlemon and I'm like, with these noodle arms, I don't know what you're gonna do. But you got a hot breath, so
Togemon's gym does offer various ways that a Digimon can improve their various things that make them what they are. Ways to raise magical power, ways to raise intelligence, strength, resistance, all of that. Togemon has the means. If you are all really willing to fight Kurosarimon, then I have something else I want to give you.
And that is, I just like look back at her because in my mind, I'm just thinking like, this is. I'm obviously looking at my face. I'm still not okay with the situation. I can understand it a little better, but I'm still not okay with it. But I'm just waiting for Lilamon to give us whatever it is.
Wait here for a second, please. And Lilamon runs off for a moment. And then comes back. And Lilamon is holding what looks to be 6 Digimon cards.
Ooh.
And she puts them down and says, "These are
cards.
special. They are said to be something that only humans would be able to utilize properly."
Wait, if only humans could utilize it, why do you have them?
They've been passed down.
Huh.
The
I
owner-
pick up one of the cards and I pick up one of the cards while she's explaining, just kind of looking at it.
I have a quick question. So the humans from before gave this to you, what happened to those humans?
Oh no! This was given to me by the previous owner of the inn. It was a Rosemon that gave this to me.
This must be a long time ago then.
Yeah, humans have come and gone, not very commonly, but humans have been here before. And the Lilamon pushes 2 cards. Well, Derek's currently holding one of them, so she pushes 1 card to Derek and 2 cards to both Jace and George. Drac, odd or even?
Even.
All right. So the card you picked up just says Rainbow Chip Plus.
Ooh.
There's no information on the card. It just has a picture of a USB drive that has very kaleidoscoped colors to it. It is clearly designed to be a USB 3.0 drive with the green plastic inside the drive itself.
I hold up the card and then I look at Lilamon. I was like, okay, do you know how we use these? Does it have something to do with this? I like hold up the D arc.
Yes, from what I was told, you should be able to, um, and like she's making a swiping motion. Be able to just like move the card through the device.
I sit there, I'm like, all right, cool. And I just like with the animated like pose is trying to look cool while doing it. I take the card and just swipe it through my D arc.
All right. So I forget which card did I say that was? That was the Rainbow Chip Plus.
Yes.
All right. So as you swipe that, and everybody is given one of these as well as a normal Rainbow Chip. The Rainbow Chip Plus increases all primary attributes by 3, all secondaries by 2, and then HP is increased by 3 and stamina is increased by 2.
After swiping it, Vmon's like, whoa, like just sits there, like just like has a bunch of energy. And I'm like, you all right there, little guy? He's like, I feel something. I feel powerful. So these help us give us more power. That's interesting.
Yeah, I just found it on the thing. The Rainbow Chip and Rainbow Chip Plus, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the other one. Does it just disappear when we use it?
After you swipe it, all of the details on the side that said Rainbow Chip Plus dissipate and it just becomes a blank white card on that side.
Oh. All right, well, I'll grab the other one and I'm like, all right, cool. I just swipe the other one into my D arc as well.
And then the
my
normal Rainbow
God.
Chip is just all primary attributes increased by 2 and all secondaries increased by 1.
That is a big boost, and I'm here for it. Let's see.
Lilamon
So-
says these are the treasure of the inn. I hope you'll utilize them well.
Well, I
So-
mean, I just swiped them, so I hope I use them well. If there was any other way for you to use them, I don't know.
I was going to ask, and it's because it triggered like a memory of mine from when I was younger.
Mhm.
I've seen something like I'm speaking to the Lilamon that I've seen something like this before, and I remember it being temporary. Is that what this is? Is that why it went blank?
Well, the cards themselves are temporary. They have data stored in them that the holy device that humans carry is able to read and process. Unfortunately, it destroys the data on processing.
Got it. All right, that makes sense. And I go swipe away both cards.
There are those who would pay for the blank cards and know how to input data into them.
Input data into them. You mean we could reuse these cards and put more stuff on them?
If you have the data needed, you might be able to fill them with other things. I know our Koagamon, he sells a few cards he's got laying around. Hip discs, I think the cards are called.
Oh.
I don't know. I've never seen a word like HP.
I just sit here and just like think, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I know what those are. So good enough. Glad you told us that. Alrighty. Just recording these real quick.
Yep. I won't deny I had a bunch of encounters, and then I just looked at the time and went, it is 11:15. I have to be up in about 7 hours. This is great.
We're gonna have to like continue this because I'm having a lot of fun.
Oh, we will be doing this again at some point.
I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Me too, because that I don't know why I said that. I was like, huh. Let's say the worst thing possible to that Lilamon.
You're getting too into the Davis mindset.
I am.
You've-
Zero tact.
You've discovered the secret of Transistor.
It's your fault. You're a horrible being.
I love it. All right, let's see. So that's now a 2 modifier. Okay. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Vmon's not fucking slow anymore. All right. And awesome.
All right.
HP by 3 and stamina by 2. Almost didn't do that. Okay, at this point, did we eating all that food, would that have counted as being, healing, or do we need to actually take a rest for Vmon to be able to heal his HP back? Because he did take a big hit.
Yeah, so at this point, between eating and, the discussion that happens afterwards, about 2 hours have passed. So your stamina will be at full, and then you are going to restore a number of hit points equal to your endurance.
Okay. So okay, that's enough. Before we swiped or after? Because before we swiped, I'll go up by 8.
It would be before.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Almost full health. Not quite. Okay.
Right.
Let's unlock that. 8, 2.
That's some pretty good stats.
Yep. We love to see it. Okay, so that is now a 2. This is now an 8.
And then Vmon stays as dumb as a nail. Even
I mean,
though
his
went
brains are going up, but you're not wrong. You're not exactly incorrect.
His brains are going up, but it's not going to the right place.
Hey, you know what? Look at the bright side. His brains are at least high enough where he does meet the secondary requirement for it.
Yep.
The only thing
That's good enough for me.
he needs is to raise his strength by about 6.
Yeah, that when I saw that XVmon needs like its primary of or that high of a strength stat and it's a secondary for Vmon, I was like, this might take a bit.
Yeah. That one's definitely a little.
Sorry. I am not anywhere close yet.
Did you swipe your cards,
Yes.
Yama? Okay.
Oh, I'm actually
shoot.
one
Let's see.
stat point away.
You have the 12, you have the 11. Yeah, your spirit needs to go up by 8. That is the only thing
My
you've got to
spirit needs to go
increase.
up by 8.
Yep.
My speed needs to go up by 2.
Well, you only
My
need to meet one
endurance
of
needs
your.
to go up by 1.
You only need to meet
Oh,
one of
no,
the
I need
secondaries.
No, those
Yeah,
are the
2
primaries.
is it the primary? Oh no.
Not because your speed just needs to be higher than a 5, which you have a 9, and the brains just needs to be higher than a 3.
Which
So
one are you looking at for a champion?
Orgamon,
Yeah, Orgamon.
yeah,
Primary endurance 12. Primary speed 11. Primary spirit 14.
is that messed up on that side? Hold on, let me see if that's messed up on the document that's shared. Because that sounds like everything shifted down or down a thing. Why are these Orgamon different?
All right, so
It says strength and brains are secondary.
Yeah, hold on, we're gonna
brain
fix that because that's
second.
definitely wrong.
6 plus 3 is
Why was that messed up
9.
like that?
Evade is
So I just corrected that.
7.
Okay.
Oh, I'm looking at XVmon. Whoops.
Oh, you're looking at my boy.
I just pasted over Orgamon with XVmon stuff.
What is the
So yeah, if you look at Orgamon though, the only thing you need to increase at this point is your spirit.
Yeah, spirit and
is there a
endurance.
speed limit
Or
for
no, endurance is
Digimon?
right.
There's no speed limit.
Oh,
No,
we
your
don't
endurance
have
is high
fast
enough.
boys. Movements.
I
We don't have some
realized I put the
fast boys.
XVmon information instead of the Orgamon one. Now what about Wizardmon?
It's fine.
Let's see, Wizardmon
30.
is
Yeah, I'm missing speed.
brains and spirit.
Yeah, the brains. Wait, what? No, it's just 1 for the brains and 1. Oh,
Oh,
wait.
I was looking at your sheet, that's why.
Yeah, I'm actually missing stats on everything, but the most is speed. Everything else is like 1 or 2 away.
Yeah, speed you need to increase by 5, and everything else you just need 1 for.
Yeah, I just need 6 more points in strength. Still gonna be a little bit, but I mean that's very close. A lot closer than we were.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that might be a good place because I should have gotten
Yeah.
off a while ago.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
assume that's probably what we're calling it.
Yeah, same here. I gotta let my daughter go to sleep.
That's fair. So we're gonna call it here, and then we will try and find another time to pick this up. So that was a lot of fun, and if I choose to
Oh,
upload
yeah.
this, I hope everybody enjoyed watching it. It will probably have been heavily edited to remove the 4 hours of talking about Digimon.
Oh, I am gonna make so many shorts out of that.
Oh, oh, that was so fun.
I loved it. It was so good.